Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Goontelligence Sports Podcast Show. Today, we're going to be predicting the Saints' final 53-man roster. It is right now 10:40 on a Monday. So my list has not been tainted at all. The Saints, I don't think, have released anyone just yet. But tomorrow is the final day. By 3 p.m., it must be done. So I'm going to give you my prediction on who's going to make this team, who not going to make this team. Before we get into that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I bring you everything Saints news. We're pushing towards 2,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get there by the end of football season. With the help of you, I can. Let's get this video to maybe 50, 60, 70 likes. Push us into the YouTube algorithm so we can continue to grow the Goon Squad. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post these videos. Before we get into the Saints roster, I want to apologize to everybody that watched my Jaguars play this past weekend on ABC in the MEAC versus SWAC football game. See what had happened was like this. I'm gonna tell you the truth. See, this was what had happened. This why we wasn't prepared. The game was supposed to be played on Sunday, and we had just got to Atlanta on Saturday morning, and the referee called us like, hey, man, where y'all at? The game about to start. And we like, the game about to start? You know, and so we had to, like, leave off the tarmac and head straight to the stadium. Then they shot the quarterback. They shot the quarterback. And then that's why we lost. But let's get off into this 53-man roster. So what I did was I cut it down to 52. The Saints have a long snapper, but for some reason, he is not on ESPN or the Saints official website or on their website, the official roster. He ain't on it. So I cut it down to 52 because I know they're going to add a long snapper. So let's get off into what the Saints are going to do at every position, because I have a crystal ball. I'm the smartest guy on YouTube, and I know what Kellen Moore wants because I talked to him personally. But anyway, the quarterback position, we're going to go with Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shough, and Jake Haener. I do not see the Saints cutting Jake. If they were going to cut Jake and go with only two quarterbacks, that would be more asinine than not bringing in a veteran quarterback to compete, which is what the Saints did not do. So I don't see the Saints cutting Jake. They're keeping three quarterbacks. Running back position, another pretty easy one to predict. Alvin Kamara, no-brainer. Kendre Miller. Devin Neal makes this team because what he did against the Broncos, there is no way he's getting past the waiver wire. They will not take a chance on Devin Neal clearing waivers. They are keeping him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is also on the team. I kept Clyde over Cam. So Cam is the odd man out, in my opinion. Sad to see. Cam was on his way to being one of the top running backs in the league. Blew out his ACL, and it's been downhill ever since. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire, in my opinion, outperformed Cam Akers in preseason. So I'm going to go with four running backs: Alvin Kamara, Kendre Miller, Devin Neal, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Wide receiver. Kind of another one, easy to predict. I kept 6 wide receivers. Will the Saints keep 6, maybe 5? I don't know, but I'm keeping 6. So, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks, Mason Tipton, Dante Pettis, and the newly traded for Devon Vile. I kept Devon Vile because they just gave up a 4th round and 7th round draft pick for him. They ain't cutting him no time soon. Dante Pettis, I kept him because he plays special teams. Mason Tipton, how could you not keep him? He's the leading receiver in preseason. Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Brandon Cooks, those are the veterans. So I went with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide receivers. Now let's get off into the offensive line, because this one here, this way it gets sticky. This one here, I wasn't necessarily sure, but I think I did a pretty good job of cutting it down. So I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 offensive linemen. I kept 8. The Saints like to, now this is a new regime. Used to be in the past, Saints would keep these guard slash tackle slash center type offensive linemen. You can plug and play them anywhere. I kind of went with the same thing, but offensive linemen are going to be Kelvin Banks Jr. Of course, he's a first-round draft pick. Talise Fuagua, of course, he's the starting right tackle. Eric McCoy, of course, he's the starting center. Cesar Ruiz, Dylan Radunz, Trevor Penning, even though I got an asterisk by Trevor because I think Trevor is going to start the year on a physically unable to perform list, which will probably sneak another offensive lineman in because Landon Young did go out on a cart against the Broncos. So we may be adding another, we may be keeping one of these other offensive linemen that is not on my list. Luke Fortner, because we traded for him 2 weeks ago, and Torricelli Simpkins. Tortellini Simpkins. I wonder, is this guy Italian or something? But anyway, Torricelli Simpkins. I kept him because why not? The man has played in every single preseason game, and he's looked good doing it playing center, even though he's really not a center. He's really a guard. But he's done a fantastic job. So I think he's going to make the team. So that's my offensive lineman. Once again, Kelvin Banks Jr., Talise Fuagua, Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, Dylan Radunz, Trevor Penning, Luke Fortner, Torricelli Simpkins. Tight end. This one here, man, this is a toss-up. Juwan Johnson is the only for sure one that I know. Michael Jacobson and Jack Stoll. I kept 3 because Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau are both starting the year on a physically unable to perform list. So they have to miss at least 6 weeks, I believe. So they on a team, but they're not taking up a roster spot. So these are the tight ends that I went with. Juwan Johnson, Michael Jacobson, Jack Stoll. Those are my offensive positions, and that is 24 offensive players. I kept 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Moving right along to the defense. Lord. Defense. Defensive end. 75-year-old Cam Jordan. You know it. Chase Young. Brian Breesy. Carl Granderson. Chris Rump. Gone is Isaiah Foskey. I couldn't wait to not write his name on this list. Y'all do not know. I could not wait to scratch his name off the list. Defensive tackle, Devon Gottschall, Christian Boyd, Nathan Shepard. So that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensive linemen. Now, the Saints are running a 3-4 defense this year. So I'm not sure how that plays into the numbers because 4-3s, they usually keep a little bit more defensive linemen to rotate. But I kept 8, so we'll see if they continue that same trend. Linebacker, Demario Davis. Danny's the #1 stuntsman. Pete Warner. Jalen Ford makes the team. And Isaiah Stallbird. Isaiah Stallbird has played very, 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 very good this preseason. And he plays special teams. He is on the roster. Nephi Sewell. And I kept DeMarco Jackson. Even though DeMarco, the last 2 games has looked like, he was out there playing with 2 left feet. But I kept him because he is a veteran. And, he's played better. So I'm gonna give him some grace. So I kept those linebackers. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kept 7 linebackers. Cornerback. Kool-Aid McKinstry, of course. Alante Taylor, of course. Quincy Riley, the rookie, Ugo Amadi, Isaac Yiadom, and the last but not least, I kept Rezon Wright. Rezon Wright has done nothing but make plays the last 2 preseason games, jumping off the screen. I don't know how I could not keep him. Rico Payton, he had a good camp last year. This year, I don't even know if he in the game or not sometimes, But Rezon Wright, I see him knocking down the ball. I see him involved in plays. Strong safety, or just safeties, period. We got Justin Reed, Jonas Sanker, Julian Blackman, Jordan Howden, and of course, J.T. Gray. Why we got J.T. Gray? Because he plays special teams, and he's a Pro Bowler at special teams. Now, special teams specialists, Blake Grupe, Kyle Kroger, or your kickers and your punters. That right there is my 52. Now, will I be 100% correct? Yeah, because I told you I'm the smartest guy on YouTube. This right here is a... this right here is a 6-11 team. Man, I couldn't hold it, bro. Oh, my God, bro. We are in for the pits. Man, hey, this is going to be a long year, fellas. Ladies, we are in for it. Grab your popcorn, buckle your seatbelt. We are not a playoff team. Hey, man. I cut this down to 52, and I'm sitting here like, bro, what? We are top heavy like a mug. No depth whatsoever. And Mickey Loomis is out here giving away 4th round draft picks for wide receivers that was drafted in the 7th round. Like, what are we doing, dog? Bro, come on, dog. 4th rounders matter, bro. They matter. 6-11. I'm not going over 6. I had it at 5, so I'm giving some type of grace and saying we'll win one more game. But, if the Saints started the season 0-4, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe 1-3, because I think we might come out and surprise Arizona. Arizona don't necessarily scare me. But we got the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers after that. Man, come on, bro. The Saints couldn't beat the 49ers with Sean Percocet. I don't believe Kellen Moore is doing that. He's not beating that team. He's not beating San Francisco 49ers. We damn sure ain't beating Buffalo. You get it out your head right now. But anyway, so we'll see how this lines up. I say 6-11. Y'all let me know in the comments. But this is your 53-man roster, in my opinion. After it's been made official, I'm going to come back and do my checks and balances to see where I went wrong and who I hit on the head. But I think, like I said, it's going to be 100% correct because I have a crystal ball. I talked to Kellen Moore personally, and I'm the smartest guy on YouTube. But this has been another episode of the Goontelligence Sports Podcast Show. Once again, 53-man roster. Once again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to share it with me today, and I appreciate you for that. Until next time, peace.